Okay, we are back on the air after probably the longest break we've had in a while, for reasons I'm certainly not going to go into right now. But we're feeling good. We're back. We're back on the air. We've got a lot of things coming your way. The website will be being updated. We've got some reviews coming in. We have. I must actually, before I begin, I must say a big thank you to the guys over at Deep Silver and Focus Interactive, Koch Media, for putting faith in us, and so actually sending some stuff our way. I've been playing. I'm about to play a little bit of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. I've been playing this for a couple of days. I haven't put tons of time in because I was saving some of it for a stream, and then the stream kept getting delayed. But I'm really happy that we get a chance to stream it now, and I've been playing it. We were under embargo, and we tried to time the stream for the when the embargo lifted. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we were not able to do that, but we can stream now. So the game isn't yet out. It's not quite yet available for PlayStation 4 in UK or US. It's been out in Japan a while, but so we're playing the localized version of Danganronpa V3. I have elected to play with the English voices. I think we've got subtitles on as well, but you can. There is an option I can change at any point, but you can change it to Japanese voices if you prefer. There isn't tons of voice work in it, just some sort of key moments, and then the rest of it is sort of just words and short phrases, just to kind of keep the dialogue ticking as you're sort of reading longer conversations. But then there are some key conversations that are voiced as well, which we'll see in a moment, no doubt. I'm still on the sort of very early part of the game. You'll see the review is going up soon. We'll link this to it as well, actually. But this is quite early on in the game still, and what we're looking at here at this point is we are. Actually, we'll start the game and I'll talk you through it. So I'm going to load game here. And let's get this unloaded up. Should just kick us back in a sec. There we go. Yeah, for some reason it always goes back to the proper like loading screen and everything. Very old school feel to it when you load the game up. So I'm just going to continue here. So we're still on prologue school life, so quite early on this section of the game is in. We're still going around and meeting the other characters in this. If you're not familiar with Danganronpa, which I wasn't, it is quite an unusual game, and so this is the third installment. It's a whole new cast of characters, so we're not really expected to know anything that's going on, and the actual story itself kind of plays into that. We're at this academy here, and just going back inside, and we have basically woken up there, and we appear to be being held captive, and there are some just crazy little dudes. The monocubs. Now I don't know a great deal amount from the first two games, but I do know obviously the kind of iconic crazy looking bear thing, Monokuma. Like I just if you're into gaming, if you're aware of the world at all, you've probably at least seen Monokuma, even if you don't know particularly who Monokuma is or don't know the ins and outs of the story. I know only a fraction of the world, and I have found that to be not a huge barrier, but a little bit of a barrier coming into the game. For one reason is that though the story and everything is brand new, it does at time feel like the systems and the world does rely a little bit on your prior knowledge. So whether that's totally fair to say or not, I don't know, but that's certainly how I felt so far, that the game is expecting me to know a little bit of the world, even though I'm not supposed to know the characters or the interactions or anything. So the other thing is that at this early point in the game, I'll just kind of blast you through little things that I've noticed in this sort of live review format that we're using here. So I know, for instance, I can hit square and I can go into my my iPad type thing, and this will tell me, so there's a map that I can look at. I can review evidence. It's telling me I can review evidence, witness accounts that I've made a record of, and at the moment I can't even access that. Now I would say not hugely into the game, not really deep in, but I have played about sort of 3 hours at this point, I would say. And what I noticed is that even though, I've sort of been into the game, exploring, speaking to people for 3 hours, the main gameplay hook, I feel like I haven't gotten to. And there's plenty of clues that it's coming. So, I know that I'm going to be collecting evidence, witness accounts that I've made a record of, personal belongings that I have on you. I'm going to, I feel like I'm going to be able to lift and carry stuff around. It does have the feel of that kind of adventure, old school kind of. Not quite the point and click thing, but you're sort of searching environments and finding things, finding clues. And then this bit's the review for the report cards for each student of the Ultimate Academy. The Ultimate Academy being the place that we've woken up. It's the Ultimate Academy for gifted juveniles, I think it's called. There's 16 of them in total. That's my character, Kaeda Akamatsu. You don't have any choice in that. That's just who you are. That's just the character that you play as. What I do quite like about this game is, it's bonkers. It's completely bonkers, but it's really likably bonkers. But one of the things that I really like is just the surreal nature of this. And again, it's this kind of really old school thing. It reminds me of picking up Street Fighter 2 back in the day, where you were given the height of the characters and you were given the the height and the weight and their blood type. Why did we know Ken and Ryu's blood types? Why did we need to know? Did it ever come into part of the game? No. Now, to be fair, I'm only scratching the surface of Danganronpa V3 so far, but I have a feeling I'm not going to need to know Kaeda's weight or blood type. Certainly not going to need to know her chest size or her height at any key moments, I wouldn't have thought. But like I said, this could be my ignorance playing through here. Those all could be very, very important things along with their date of birth. But the things that I've really enjoyed is the likes and dislikes. We know that she's the ultimate pianist. We don't really know what that means in terms of the story, just that's why she's been brought to the academy by the Monokubs, who, as far as we know, seem to be the offspring of Monokuma, but the game's not explicitly said that at all. That's only I'm bringing my knowledge of my limited knowledge of the Danganronpa world to this game. So I've sort of made a leap there, made an assumption, or maybe I've read things or heard things in the past, I don't know, but there's definitely the feeling that they are the offspring of some kind, but the game hasn't told us that. The game tells you very little at first. It's insane. But yes, so Kaeda, we know she likes piano keys, which being the ultimate pianist makes sense. She dislikes bicycles. Do we need the information? I don't know. Has it played into the story so far? Definitely not. Maybe it will in the future. I'll be interested to see. You can see at the top there, as I've hit LNR, these are the people I've met. I've still one to find. So you can see a couple. I won't go through all of them, but we've got Kurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, very strange character. She likes cleaning, again makes sense. The ultimate maid dislikes taking days off, again that's like hard working. So that's maybe not the most bizarre one that we've seen. I'll just kick it a few on. Here we go. So there we go. Sumugi Shirogane. I'm probably saying all these names wrong. She likes EVA foam. She dislikes disorderly cues. Which, when you think about it, as the ultimate cosplayer, those things do still sort of kind of make sense, but they are unusual likes and dislikes. Kaito Momota, he is the ultimate astronaut. Why he likes houseplants, I don't know. Why he dislikes the occult, I also don't know. Do we need the information? Who knows? But we have it anyway, and that's part of the fun of this game. Gone to Gokuhara, who I've just met, I think is the guy that was standing in front of me at the very start of the game. Sorry, very start of the stream, not of the game. He was tall, 6'6". We know his chest is what we know his blood type is A. We also know that he likes arthropods and he dislikes bananas, and that he is the ultimate entomologist. Why these things feature in it, I don't know. I'm also not really sure. Yeah, Kibo, K1BO, but we call him Kibo. Likes 100 to 240 volts, but dislikes vending machines. I just think that's brilliant. It's so weird. It's just such a weird game. Anyway, we are one character short, so what we're doing now is hopefully going to cap off the prologue in this stream and get into the main game proper, so we can see a little bit of the gameplay there. And we're going to try and find our missing student. We are one short at the moment, so we're going to go and explore the world a little bit more. I'll kind of take you through very briefly where you start. So this is the main building where you start. Yeah, I've gone up to level 10. So far I haven't found out why I need to level up. I'm level 10. I have 10 skill points to spend, but until I hit the main game and you actually see some of these different kind of different scenarios that I know are coming, the kind of mini game structure of it, or the kind of the trial stuff I'm aware of, but I've never played it, so I don't know how any of it works. So I've got no idea what I need to skill up. So at the moment I'm just hoarding the skill points. It doesn't seem to be working against me at all. This is the area, the way that I haven't explored. So there's a building and everything back there. That's where you start. The vast majority of the team are in there, but we've just been able to through that way yet. So I'm just going to go into this door and see if my final student can be found in this area. Yeah, everything. Oh, here we go. So every area that you come to, like this one, so we've gone inside. So you probably saw before I was moving around quite freely. I'm using the PS4 controls. I had never played it on the Vita, but I know the first two were Vita exclusive, or they were. I think they're coming to PS4 as well. But it gave me the option to play it like Danganronpa or like a first-person shooter. Now that only really applies to the kind of larger areas when you're moving around. Once I'm in an area like this, I have very limited movement, but again you can kind of see the arrows at the side, which I'm assuming probably meant on the Vita that you could maybe use the touch screen, and it's the same when you're moving around in the environment. So you're playing like first-person shooter controls on the PS4, but it looked like the options were to like press on arrows to move around as well. All the characters are presented, and very deliberately presented, as two-dimensional versions, but in a three-dimensional world. So we've got this 3D location that we can sort of look around and identify areas on. But the movement I've got there, you can see as I move like there. In the corner there, we've got to one side, we've got that little camera that comes up. That's as far as the camera goes. Push it to the other side, and we have the same thing there as well. And same with up and down, except the movement is much slower and not as far. So this guy is Shuichi Saihara. He's been with me pretty much since the start of the game, since you wake up in the academy. He appears almost immediately, and thus you discover that you're in very much the same boat as one another. And then you set off trying to work out who the other ultimates are and try and meet them all. But yeah, it is quite strange that you kind of have these sort of very fixed viewpoints, and that they're very much a three-dimensional world, but we've got such two-dimensional characters that feel very like cardboard cutouts, basically. And I mean, that's obviously a deliberate design choice, but it is strange. It does sometimes make you feel like you're not really talking to characters that are in the world. You do sort of feel like you're talking to a standee or a cardboard cutout or something. So anyway, I'm going to continue this conversation. This is my final ultimate, final student. So we're sort of anticipating some story progression and maybe moving out of the prologue after we meet her. couldn't say for certain, but that's what I would imagine. So we're going to carry on at this point anyway. So I'll play the game. I will talk a little bit more as you go. If there's any questions that come up if you're watching the stream live, or we will upload this. This should get uploaded to YouTube, the Intermittent Gaming YouTube channel, and I'll put links on the website as well. Once that all gets up and running, we'll tie it all back in. As I say, we're getting back into the swing of things. So there's a lot of cross promotion, but also quite a lot of forgotten cross promotion, like an introduction of like, hey, we're Intermittent Gaming, we're finally back on the air. Would have been nice, but I've kind of skipped that, so I'm just jamming it in there. But as I say, we're getting back into it. I remember the thank yous, which is good. So again, a sort of full disclosure approach. That we are playing code that we have been sent by the publisher, and for which we are very, very appreciative. And you know, we're planning the YouTube breakout for it eventually. Now, I was keen to try and do a live review format for those of you that have watched with us before, or in our previous incarnation when we were as Twin Stick Gaming. One of the things that we started doing with our streams, which, I mean, not doing anything new, is just review it like a Let's Play basically, but we'll review the game and talk about the game as we play it, as we discover it ourselves. And it's not a case of going into a familiar game and, oh, we're going to play again this game and talk about it. We don't know about it either. So, but I'm glad that I haven't done that with this game, because normally the format is we'll play for a couple of hours, maybe once or twice streaming, and then play the game a lot ourselves outside of that. But this game is a really slow burn, and it's a real slow start, so we're still within the prologue. We're not shifting along at a rate of knots. But I am going to kind of try and get into it, put a bit more of a dent into it today. So we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yaha! My name is Angie Yonaga. I'm the ultimate artist.
There we go. So our last ultimate artist. Do love the character design. Do think it's really nice. Yeah, when we got the text there in blue, again, this isn't really given to us in any explicit way, but it's fairly straightforward, fairly easy to work out. If the text is in blue, that's Kaeda's thoughts rather than what she's saying. She is a lot of fun.
Huh?
Actual. I mean, it is definitely not one for kids, but the conversations in it are often very funny, very surreal, but very funny. The localization, for the most part, is pretty good. There are one or two very small, you know, finicky things, and some of it, the Monocubs in particular, their localization is almost deliberately bad. You know, they part of the character, some of the characters, that they will say things wrong, get things in the wrong order, and that sort of thing. But then the other ones will pick them up on it, so you kind of know it's deliberate.
So divine. I see. Of course, of course. But.
Yeesh.
Sorry. I see.
Huh?
Yep. Come on, come on.
Yeah, every time I meet someone, I picked up a friendship fragment. I'm assuming we can develop these friendships and increase the bond with each character or something like that. Again, I'm just working off typical video game tropes. I have no idea where this is going. It doesn't really give you that much information. Again, not explicitly anyway. I mean, maybe you can come across it as you play. So these report cards, that's what we were looking at before, the report cards that let you know about each ultimate, each student. Yeah, there we go.
Huh?
There we are, that's our Monocups. There are some just awful bear puns as well. It reminds me of Santa Claus the movie. And just the awful puns that were made throughout that, where they could just get the word elf in anywhere. This is very much the same, but with the word bear. Although also a lot more swearing than Santa Claus the movie.
You bastards!
All right. Phew.
Hey! So long, farewell!
Hey! You're right.
Okay, so I guess we're leaving the area, but I don't know why I always feel like I should speak to Shuichi Saihara before we go. He's the ultimate detective. But he's also very humble, doesn't think he's the ultimate detective at all. Kind of reminds me, in his look, there's like just a flavour of L from Death Note. Probably just because he's pale and that hair colour. But I sort of feel like if you took the hat off, the hair would just mop out there, and we'd have L. But maybe that's just me making the ultimate connective detection. What am I talking about? Ultimate detective connection. Let's try that again. Yeah, well, I'm guessing we'll head back to school here. So what you're talking about there is like this area here is sort of lovely, well kept, clean. The school itself, it's a bit of a mess. So we'll head back. That area is still blocked off. Got these monitors everywhere. And hopefully, as we get back into the entrance hall, we'll see a little bit more of what the game's actually about. As I say, we're playing through a quite, I don't want to say bloated introduction, because in fact, again, in the interest of full disclosure, the reason that I took so long, I think, with the prologue, which we're just about to end here, is that there was a room that you needed to go to in order to progress the story, which is right near where you start, and I just missed it. I just didn't realise. I'm then off exploring the whole area, which is fine. And then when I went back, eventually just thinking, well, what do I do now? I eventually hit this room and thought, right, maybe that's key, and it proved to kind of let the story unfold. So we have now found all 16 ultimates, all 16 students in the school, and we've been called by the Monocubs to go back to the hall, back into the school building. So we're going to go and find out what this is all about. At least I think that's where they sent me to. Now, that's another good feature of the game, actually. If you maybe you're streaming and thus not paying perfect attention to the story unfolding, if you go back into this, is it this bit? I'm saying that. It might not be, so I might have hit the wrong button. God, I can't even remember now. But basically, you can go back in and you can kind of recap what's been happening, and get kind of a reminder of what to do and where you should be going. So I don't know if this actually indicates where I need to go particularly. Ah, it does, so there we go. So we're being prompted to go to the gym. There's also these points here which where it says JMP. Now I haven't actually tried that. I might try that now. But it seems to be that if it's highlighted, it's a shortcut, so it's an area you can jump to. So I'm going to try that. Yeah, so it's going to jump me through to a bit closer to where I'm going. Although to be honest, the area it's not that big, so I wouldn't have taken that on at all. But then you can. Oh, there we go. So here we get the last bites of conversation, basically, last little bit. So gym opening, yeah. So we know we're heading to the gym anyway. But you can check back on the game, essentially check back on the game script to find it. So no, I'm not good with these controls yet. So yeah, so there we go. That's where we are, and we need to go around to the gym. So I think it's this way. Still don't know what that's for. Better check I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, it's no, it's not. I'm going completely the wrong way. Have I? Oh, I get turned around. I really do. That is something I've never been great with. Is I just get turned around on games so easily. Now here we are. Here's the gym. My sense of direction is appalling. Here we go.
Do you agree?
What?
Himiko!
It's magic.
They're just crackers.
Please wait.
Please don't.
It'll be okay.
Thank goodness. Fucking moron!
Oh yeah, Miyu's just crazy. She's like just so unnecessarily aggressive all the time. But it's kind of funny with it.
Don't worry about it. Leave it to me.
I'm going to wonder...
What's wrong?
See?
Now for me, having 16 characters to keep track of is... I don't know if we're supposed to get to know all 16, but it's kind of a bit of quite a lot to undertake on so early in the game. Especially a game that's weird. These robots have featured before.
Yoo-hoo! Rise and shine our sign!
Sort of like multicoloured Metal Gears controlled by tiny bears. This game is every bit as weird as it sounds.
Everyone!
What? Wow.
I forgot, yeah, of course, the other thing is that though we, the gamer, have seen these before, and the characters have seen them before, they have no memory of seeing them before for reasons that haven't really been explained whatsoever, as is one of the themes of this game.
Hell yeah!
What are you saying?
Hey!
By the way,
Huh?
It's okay. Then... that means... And that's that. It's a killing game.
Yep, a killing game. We had this mentioned before as well. I still don't really know what this means. I think that's again the part of the barrier I was talking about earlier is that it does sometimes feel like the game assumes you will have played the previous two, even though we've got a whole new cast of protagonists and even some slightly different antagonists from Monokuma, his Monokubs. But that said, because you're playing as one of the characters who don't know about this, it's kind of all right. It's sort of it takes you enough along for the ride. You just do feel like maybe you would have a better understanding of the world, its rules and its insanity if you played the previous two. But I imagine there'll be a lot of people who'll be jumping in to V3 because it's the first one on PlayStation 4. And as we know, PlayStation 4's selling in excess of 60 million consoles. The Vita, like 12 million or something. And I don't imagine every Vita owner bought Danganronpa either. Maybe they did.
Huh? Huh?
It's a killing game.
Okay. Leave it to me.
What are you saying? Oh well.
You wanna go, jabroni?
Who you calling jabroni? Jabroni?
Who are you calling jabroni?
What'd you say, jabroni?
Oh man, it's weird.
I'll throw down anytime, jabroni. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It's weird, but I just like it. It's just weird though.
Seriously? Are they gonna get it on right in front of us?
Don't worry. Atua is watching over us.
Now, I'm hoping, because we were broadcasting very, very briefly earlier, and it was showing the wrong game. It was showing the last stream, which was Uncharted Lost Legacy. So I'm hoping this one has actually worked. We've gone through it twice and changed it twice, so we should be. It should be streaming. Should be saying that we're streaming Danganronpa. If you are watching and it's definitely saying yes, streaming Danganronpa, by all means throw a message our way. More importantly, if it's not and it's saying you've come to watch a Lost Legacy stream, again, if you've stayed this long, I want to just throw a message our way to say, dude, this is saying it's Uncharted Lost Legacy. Either play that game or change it. We are trying, but the PS4 does not seem to want to just work on that. It always makes you just faff around with it, and with limited resources, it's quite difficult to be constantly checking up on it. I'm just trying to do that as well, so apologies if there's gameplay's a little bit stunted at the moment, but we're working on bare bones technology here. We're doing it our best.
In a situation like this, is he just going to watch?
Either way, it's too dangerous. We need to get out of here, or else...
Now.
Oh, another new character.
What?
My cute little cubs. You gotta knock off this awful fighting.
that voice!
Ooh, we're gonna meet Monokuma.
Father!
Papa Kuma!
Daddy! Huh?
It would seem so.
I am the god of this new world!
Oh, that voice is gonna grate.
And the headmaster of the Ultimate Academy! The one, the only, Monokuma! Nice to meet ya! Yay!
Hell yeah!
How nice! My little cubs. Unbelievable. They're so cute.
Ah, you see now. That's where the game gets you. I was just saying earlier in the stream that is the prologue a little bit bloated, and just when you're thinking, you know, maybe this game's missed a step, like with the localization, you say, oh, maybe it's missed, and then it shows you, it's like, no, the localization isn't messed up. We know we're messing it up. Here's your proof. And again, right there, it's just, again, it's a step ahead of me. Even when the prologue is going on way too long, I'll allow it because so yeah, it's. I feel like it's coaxing me in. It's a very strange game though.
Pops! Don't be stupid!
That's right. It's getting interesting.
How many times do I gotta say it? I'm not mad!
Ah! Father just transformed into a Super Monokuma God Super Monokuma!
That's only possible when 6 Monokumas of pure heart are gathered together.
It's the power you bust out when you really want to fuck the world's shit up!
A power you only see when the gods themselves do battle.
Anyway,
No way!
Yeah, but
if you can't think of any, it's 'cause there's none worth remembering!
But Father remembers, cause he knows everything.
Holy shit! That's right, Papa Kuma! You know all kinds of useless crap!
It is a bit weird how some of the speech is all voiced, and then I mean right there we've had like a chunk of all voiced speech, followed by some that was just a little word or phrase to kind of set it up, and then loads more text to go along with it, and then we're back into this. It is a little disjointed, although it'll probably point.
Ahem.
Seems like...
No.
You're really bugging me.
Huh?
Just bizarre.
Dong dong dong!
Yeah, but
That's right!
Sheesh.
actually,
Yes, what about the killing game? Let's get to the actual game. No, I've been on this game for hours.
How?
Yeah.
Extreme!
Huh?
Please stop!
Huh?
Gota never do that!
And another thing. Shing!
So unsure.
You gotta be kidding me! Oh? Oh? No way!
Huh?
Know how he feels.
you stupid.
Oh dear. There's also like almost like South Park levels of observation woven into this. It's wrapped in such a surreal package. It would be easily missed, I think. But the writing's just insane.
They're so cute. Eh? Hey.
Hey. You bud.
Da-da-da-da!
What?
Yeah, yeah!
Class trials. Come on, let's get us into it. Aha. Here we go.
Alright, so if one of you maggots kills someone, you all gotta take part in a class trial.
The class trial is where the blackened killer faces off against their spotless classmates.
It's where you punk-ass bitches argue over who you fucking think the blackened is. After that, it's voting time! And if the majority of you idiots vote correctly,
Then only the blackened killer will receive punishment. Blech. So, girl, just imagining all the blood and gore makes me want to puke.
After the blackened is punished, the rest of yous will just keep right on living together.
But if you vote for the wrong person during the class trial, the blackened gets off scot-free and all the spotless students get punished instead.
hell yeah! Them's the rules of the class trial! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Okay.
Gross.
Hey,
The point is, it's not enough to kill someone, you also have to survive the class trial. Now, I'm assuming, again, I'm jumping to conclusions here, maybe we will. I don't I don't know. I don't feel like my character, the one that I'm playing as, the ultimate pianist, is a killer. Maybe she'll get the option to kill, but I have a feeling like our job as the player is going to be more towards trying to work out who the killer is. But we'll see.
How should I put this?
Kill without getting caught, then survive the trial.
Unbelievable.
Listen.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeesh.
If you do a crime, you get punished for it. That's like the most basic rule of society. But this is a killing game. So the punishment for murder is a bit more permanent.
Bong as. Why is this looking?
Hell yeah!
Eh?
Got a rock hard rate!
Oh, Gory!
Ah, man.
Got a rock hard rager!
Eh?
It's just inappropriate, but kind of unashamedly so. We've got tiny little diminutive bears discussing whether or not puke gives one of them a boner. Now, it's not that it's not without its comedy and just surrealism, but I have been kind of chipping away at this for 30 minutes. It's not much of it's funny, some of it, but it's not much of a story, and I've been playing for 3-4 hours more maybe. Not that I've been going super quick either. I'm not steamrolling it, so I do appreciate that not everyone will need to play it for that long. But I am kind of, it's getting a bit long in the tooth now. I'm kind of like, give me the game. I've heard good things. I'm kind of eager to get to the meat and bones of the game, but it is taking its sweet time.
Well now. Thrills,
Me
chills,
too.
kills! You have free reign to murder however you like, too!
Right, so let's get this show on. So, you have free reign to murder however you like.
Like bludgeoning or stabbing. Feeling cheap? Try strangulation. Feeling lazy? Try poisoning. Whether you shoot, burn, drown, blow up, crush, electrocute, or laugh your victim to death, can use any method you like to kill anybody you like, any way you like. At the Ultimate Academy for Gifted Juveniles, you will realize your murderous potential. 16 talented teenage prodigies, all competing for first place in a killing game.
Okay, I guess that sums up the game. That sentence there. Really, I mean, as I say, we're 3 and a bit hours in, must be by now, maybe even more, and we are.
But
It can't be.
Yeah, scenario so removed from reality, yet somehow still has like a reality TV vibe to it.
it's no use. Huh?
Now then.
Ah, jeez. Oh, stop it. That's wrong. I'll do it.
That's nice.
It's like the Hunger Games, only with a homicidal bear.
I love it. Cuz.
Okay, I get it. She is us. Ooh, finally the opening. Do quite like its Bond aesthetic. That's pretty cool. Don't worry about it. I'm going to crank this up just a little. It is interesting because already that opening sequence there and seeing all the different characters, my brain is, which is something, a surprising thing you sometimes find out about yourself when you're playing games, because it is so removed from reality that you yet part of you is always going to come through. So I'm sat there kind of casually thinking like, well, what order would I kill these people in? Like, I don't know if that's where this game's supposed to be taking me, but suddenly I'm finding myself very dark. Woohoo! I got a trophy just for surviving the... Again, we're going back to old school saving. So it should kick me back in again, hopefully. There we go. Ah, here we go, actually getting some information now. So must live at the Ultimate Academy for the remainder of their foreseeable future. Once a murder takes place, all surviving students must participate in a class trial. If the blackened is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If black is not exposed, all remaining students. So this could be a very short game, I guess. If you get it wrong. There we go. So if you can kill someone and get away with it, you get freedom. So now everyone has an incentive to kill, sort of. I was just thinking about this. What happens when there's only 2 left? Yeesh.
You gotta be kidding me. I will never... I will never participate in a killing game.
So my personality and the protagonist's personality don't quite seem to mesh up. I'm assuming that I will have to kill, so I'm kind of alright if that's the game, let's get on with it. But also if the game is more about deducing who has, which I guess from what we've seen in the menus it will be, that I'm quite into. I like that kind of a game.
How? But... You gotta be kidding me!
Listen.
Oh, yeah! The killing game and class trials will continue until only 2 surviving students remain. Only 2 surviving students? What would be the reason for that?
Be too easy to know who'd killed who. Well, on the last murder anyway, and then maybe it is just have to fight to the death after that.
That's...
I see!
He is so smart.
Always messing around. Don't screw around!
Oh.
What?
No.
Shut up!
Ah, jeez.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Right?
Right.
Please wait.
Got it? All right.
Yep.
I do not agree.
Jeez. Got it.
Come on, come on! Oh!
Wow, impressive.
Hey!
Yeah? Huh?
But...
No. Either way.
Got it.
Wow, impressive.
Huh?
How should I put this? So unsure.
Huh?
That means... I'm sure. That's true. Sorry,
No.
but okay.
All right.
Okay, back to the school field. Ooh. That's weird. There we go. A mini Monokuma. Alright, so we really can't deviate from the path, we've just got to head outside. Okay, so now outside has robots and shit. They're clearing rocks. That's the dormitory. Another mini Monokuma. Oh yeah, behind the school building. Yeah. Okay.
Then...
Man, that's a lot of folk to talk to. Do the manhole for now, I guess.
Whoa!
Leave it to me.
Go, Kibo!
My apologies.
Huh?
Listen closely.
Piece of shit!
Allow Gonta.
Ooh.
Upsy daisy.
So easily?
His strength must be due to my magic. Yep, there's...
Oh, you're amazing, Himiko!
What should Gonta do with cover now?
Please leave it somewhere else. Be careful not to hit anyone with it.
Actually... Gonta never do that?
But...
Actually,
Got it.
I'll protect you!
Gonta protect you.
That's true. I see, yes. I see.
Yoo-hoo!
What is it? That is correct.
Ah.
Hey. Hey. That's...
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
okay.
Well said.
No.
Ugh, degenerate males!
Because.
Be careful.
That is troubling.
Okay, I guess we're heading for the exit. Those black people.
That being said...
That's... okay. That's robophobic.
What? I don't know, this got weird.
Everyone, be careful.
Who's here?
Damn it.
Leave it to me!
This is it.
Damn it!
Let's go. I'm a failure.
Guess I'll go.
I'm sorry.
Leave it to me, everyone.
Atula's on my side.
Fine.
Bye,
Let them do
Honora.
it.
It would appear pretty much no matter what you do, everyone gets killed. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them. I don't know what difference it makes how far I get, but I will attempt to. Now I found out what the bloody jump button is. That didn't go well.
Let's go. Looks like
Go
it's
to
no
do
good.
his best!
Sorry.
Guess I'm up.
Everyone.
Still, got a ways to go.
And that was that.
Are you feeling all right?
Rise and shine, Ursine!
Hey.
What are you saying?
Then...
You're the worst of the worst!
Don't worry.
So,
Police!
So long, farewell!
Fucking moron!
Jeez.
You got me.
Actually, you might be right, but... Yeah.
Okay.
That's not true. I'll get us out of here. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Then. I'm glad.
But... Whoa! That's robophobic.
Let's go!
That's right.
Oh, dear me.
You're right.
Maybe time for a bit of summing up. I don't know if this would be particularly interesting to watch. It's just a lot of reading, which is fine. But at the moment, we're kind of very slowly being fed a story that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it's fine. That the premise is fine enough, but we don't know any of the motivations. We don't know enough about any of the characters, and hopefully that's something that will sort of start to become clear over time. But at the moment, it's very much like a visual novel. And for me at the moment, it just needs to move a bit quicker, or be a bit less messed up. Because it's at the moment, I'm actually finding it quite hard work. It might just be this style of the game's not for me, but I sort of feel like if I can get beyond this, that there's more of a game. There's definitely some interesting systems being hinted at, and certainly I've heard positive things about the first two games, but it's taking time to hook me in. I'm going to persevere. I'd hoped, like I said, we've passed the prologue. I'd hoped that we're going to actually get to some class trials on this stream, but the pace it's going, I'm seriously unsure. Normally on streams we look a couple of hours. Often it's the first 2 hours of a game we might stream on like a let's play, a live review. Sometimes we go longer. Very rarely would we go shorter. That's the plan anyway. And we've got other games upcoming, other streams upcoming on Intermittent Gaming, as well as the written review. The written review for this is going to take longer, but we've also got a let's play live review of Yakuza Kiwami coming up at the weekend, probably Saturday, so a couple of days away. Yeah, probably. So I'm probably going to split that stream. So there might be some Saturday morning, but also we're going to go into the evening as well, and then in midweek be a bit of streaming of that one. I know it's a big game, it's a long game, it's one that I'm really looking forward to getting into as well. I was hoping that I would be staggering it with Danganronpa, and I haven't given up on it by any means yet. As I say, I'm going to get into it enough to put together a review of collective thoughts on the opening of the game, but now I still feel very much like I'm on the opening of the game, and after sort of 2 or 3 hours, which is now approaching 3 or 4 hours, I just feel like it should have its hooks in me by now. I'll give you an example. Persona 5 is another, heavily Japanese, slow burner, slow opening game. 10 hours in, I'm still doing a tutorial, but it had its hooks in me right away. I wanted to carry on, I wanted to do more. At the moment, I am quite tired. I've been working all day. This certainly isn't my day job. One day maybe. But I'm struggling to stay interested at the moment. I might just need some more sleep and then come back at it another day. I'm gonna probably just play for another 15-20 minutes. 20 minutes maybe takes to 11 o'clock, and if it's not got its hooks in me by then, I am going to stop the stream for now. I will carry on, I'll come back to it, but it needs to be doing a bit more, a bit sooner for me so far.
Everyone, be careful.
Damn it! Leave it to me!
This is it for me.
Damn it!
Fine, I'll fucking do it.
Atua's on my side. Hi. Do my best.
I guess I'll go. I couldn't
I'll
do
do
it.
it. Huh? Huh? I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I couldn't do
So
it.
it's only the little dude that can actually make this jump.
I guess I'm up.
Sorry, I miscalculated.
Still
Let us proceed.
got a ways to go.
I am a failure.
Pretty much exactly the same point as last time. I didn't care for that mini game, or whatever it was.
What?
Don't worry.
Oh, it's never gonna force me to play it again. Oh good, it's not.
Damn.
Seems like that's wrong.
Well, you know,
Huh?
I don't like that. That's so mean.
That's wrong. Hey, degenerate male.
Please don't.
Huh? Everyone?
My spirit is near. Given the circumstance, the most logical.
Yeah.
I knew this was.
This bullshit is a waste of my precious time and energy.
I can't let you all rely on my magic. Besides, I don't have enough MP left. I'm just relieved that no one was seriously injured.
Wait! Hey guys!
Huh?
No way.
Ah.
You gotta be kidding me! Oh.
Wait!
Jeez.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Dumbass. What?
This is an announcement.
It is now nighttime.
It's Betty Bad time!
Please be careful.
Bedtime!
Oh.
Huh? What do you think?
What's wrong?
But
Okay.
That's right.
It's decided. Either way.
Oh. How should I put this?
You mean? Please wait.
Hmm?
I mean... Seriously? Come on! You know... Ugh. You're right.
What's the matter?
Let's go to gentlemen. You right.
Yeah.
Just kind of waiting for something to happen. Let's hope that when we go to bed, back to the dormitory, something significant kicks in. But I mean, even if it does, at this point, it's all getting a bit long in the tooth. Maybe I'm just tired.
with my magic. Rest in peace.
Okay, let's go and try and kick-start some action. Ah, that's good. So we can actually get into the dormitories now, which we couldn't before.
Bingo! Hell yeah!
That's wrong!
choice. Oh, crikey, come on, game.
Rise and shine, Ursine!
This is an announcement.
It's 8 a.m.
So...
Stop it!
Have fun!
You can have anyone missing from the dining hall. It's bad. I shouldn't be thinking. I hope so. That's not a great thing to think, is it? But man, just get me to the game. Oh, it's hard when you know you've got to adopt a more relaxed position. There we go. We've got everyone's here already.
So then... Of course!
By the way,
Huh?
See?
Wait,
that's so mean.
That's enough!
Hey! Degenerate male!
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Shut up!
that's wrong. Sorry.
I see.
Thank goodness.
Hey!
It's a lie.
What are you saying?
Right? Stop it!
Oh, sorry.
I knew it.
What's wrong?
Well now.
What?
I'll answer that.
Incomprehensible.
Now then.
Okay.
Now then. The special motive I prepared is called the First Blood Perk. Wow! For the first murder that occurs, no class trial will be held! Can you believe it? That means the first one to kill someone will get to graduate! No strings attached!
Ooh, that's tempting.
Let me explain.
Psycho Pop!
Really?
Don't!
You gotta be kidding me!
Stop it.
Huh?
No, that's wrong. That's wrong!
Always messing around.
How should I put this?
Huh?
That's true. So unsure. Unsure.
Huh?
How terrifying.
To tell you the truth,
Please wait.
Shut up! Rise and shine, Earth sign! Hell yeah!
my heart's racing.
I'll do it!
And that's that.
What?
Please stop!
Kaito!
Father!
It's Anadum's fault!
Hey. 3 minutes. On a hook me in game.
Jeez. Okay.
I do not agree.
Stop it!
Huh? Well...
In that case...
Ah!
That's right.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
So long, farewell!
Anyway,
Oh, no.
don't worry. So that means...
Well... That's wrong. Huh?
Well...
Trashy skank! All right already.
Oh, right. I'm gonna have to. I'll get to this conversation. I'm gonna have to can this stream for now. I am just too tired, and unfortunately, the text-heavy, action-light introduction is not playing to my strengths.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, just a random bing bong. Okay, so I think we're gonna sign off for today. That's been Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, playing from the end of the prologue to the start of chapter 1. It's not got me yet, I'll be honest. But part of that is because I feel like I haven't gotten to the game yet. I've got a lot of story, such as it is, but the actual main kind of hook of the game, of the kind of detective work and the class trials and stuff, is just taking so long to get there. It's taking so long, and with to be fair, not the game's fault, it's just my fault how tired I am. I'm like I said, I'm just struggling to maintain an interest. Graphically, the game is distinctive. It's fine. It's good. Sounds are occasionally a bit repetitive, but generally unobtrusive and good. But it just needs to serve up some more game for me a bit quicker. So I just losing the will at the moment, but I'm sure it's just tired. So we'll come back. I'll keep people posted. We'll get another stream up, or get the video review up and the written review. I need to play more before I get a written review. I need to get into the proper game. I didn't anticipate this. I didn't think it would be as much of a struggle. I thought I'd get quite into it, but I am very tired, and it is a very text-heavy game, so it might just be making me a bit sleepy. So I'm certainly not giving up on it, but I'm well aware it's not good as hooks in me as yet. So as I say, the weekend on Saturday, so it should be Saturday morning, I think, and then into maybe Sunday or Sunday morning, Sunday evening. I'll try and give as much warning as I can do. We're going to play a little bit of Yakuza Kiwami. That we are going from the beginning from. We're not under embargo, we're fine. So we're going to give that one a go, and we'll get some YouTube footage, YouTube content out there for both as well as the reviews on the website. And then I'm actually going to go back and do a bit of historical log. We're going to do some reviews. I'm quite enjoying the live review and review concepts again. So I did take a huge time off reviews. But yeah, I'm just in the right headspace. So we're going to review some of the games that we've been playing and look at some of the games we're looking forward to. We're hoping to get hold of the capabilities to stream from the Switch in time for Mario Odyssey. That may not come off though, because just we're running on peanuts. And people generally don't want to swap capture cards for peanuts, so that's just watch this space, but we'll see how it goes. Lots of games on the run up to Christmas and in the new year, and just excited to be back. I will admit, for the first stream back in a while, I was hoping for a little bit more going on in this game. We're getting a lot of story, we've met the characters, but it's just not giving enough quickly, which is why we're going to switch to Yakuza for the stream on Saturday. But I'm going to carry on playing this, or once we're getting in a bit more to the action, and we've got the rhythm of the game, we will come back and we'll maybe stream some more content for Danganronpa to go with our review, or certainly a YouTube review and written review will go up whether we stream or not. Just don't feel like I've got enough quite the right amount to say about it so far, but it's not yet inspiring me. But yeah, we're going to sign off for now while I'm still awake. So yeah, where can you follow us? You can follow us on Twitter at intermittent365, at intermittent365 that is. Facebook.com/intermittentgaming. We are on twitch.tv/intermittentgaming, and the website where we've got some I would say more timeless articles and reviews will start coming back into that from now on. Now we know we're going in that direction. Is currently not Twinstick Gaming, that's the old site. Is intermittentgaming.wordpress.com. We're still running a free one at the moment. As we get bigger, and we might need to go to a paid for site or blog or whatever. But we'll just see how it goes. As I say, it's early days, just getting back into reviews and streaming, YouTube and what have you. But no, it's good to be back. So that was our longest intermission yet. Maybe we'll talk about that sometime. We'll see. But for now, this is Spookle Beans at Intermittent Gaming, and it's time for another intermission.